All right, Sagittarius, Sagittarius rising, those with their moons in Sagittarius. Welcome to Scorpio season or November 2025, Scorpio season is October 22nd to November 21st. So for most of November, and it's already started for you, Sagittarius, in your 12th house. You're activating spiritual stuff, okay? You're really looking within and kind of thinking about things and getting ready because I wanted to say right off the bat, Mars, the go-go juice planet, the Apollo, it gives us our juju. Mars is going into Sagittarius, your sign, on November 5th. So I feel like right now, since October 22nd, you've been kind of resting, thinking about your next move. And then once November 5th comes around, there's going to be a lot of action, a lot of fire, and Mars is going to light the fire under your butt, right? You're a fire sign. Mars is fiery. There's a lot of heat and action towards your new identity, new contracts, new commitments here as well. And it's a good time to launch, right? After November 5th. Like right now, it should be that you're strategizing, Sag. You're strategizing for something and getting ready like the racehorse. And then once Mars goes into Sagittarius on November 5th, you're gonna do it, do the action behind it, right? And go for it, whatever that is for you. So that looks exciting. Now, in the 12th house, though, we can get a little overwhelmed and a little mental health like mental health issues. Maybe it's over stress or something like that. So just be careful about that, okay? Because we do have the full moon on November 5th. Full moon illuminates things and it's in your sixth house of the health and the mental health. And it's good for you to, it's going to illuminate your day to day systems from the time you get up till the time you go to sleep, that whole day of the systems, of the routines. Does it feel good? Are you liking, are you liking the way your life is going? And you could also bring up some health issues as well. Maybe trigger some kind of health issues in that sixth house for you. Okay. And because the moon is in Taurus, it could be a good idea to look at what foods are you eating. Are you eating too much sugar? Are you feeding the parasites? It could be time for a parasite cleanse. That just came to me too, right? I know that a lot of you Sagittarians are health conscious and you know about this stuff, so good for you. But parasite cleanse it could be time, right? That sixth house is a lot about your health as well, not just the day-to-day routines and the systems, because your health, your body is a system. So we want to create more efficiency. We want to be cleaning up the systems, okay? So think about that because Taurus also rules the food. So because that full moon's in Taurus in your sixth house of health, I'm connecting the dots here, thinking that maybe it's time, to look at what foods are going in your body. Like maybe you've been catching some kind of weird allergies or weird bloating or weird rashes or something like that. And it could be it could be leaky gut syndrome. It could be what you're eating, like what's going in the mouth, and start looking at that, right? Gluten could be you're allergic to gluten now. A lot of people are, and it creates inflammation, right? So that would be one thing to work on. I think is think about that stuff, the nutrition, what's going in your mouth, and blah blah blah, and also the mental health during this strategic phase you're in. And then you'll be all ready to go and recharged up when Mars was at Sagittarius November 5th. So November 5th you can start to take some real action, okay? And there's a lot of new people here until November 18th. I see here some of you maybe getting new jobs. Some of you Sagittarians it's because your 11th house of the people are being activated. You've got new friends, new networks, new social environments, as well as Mercury being in Libra in that 11th house for you. Also, Sag means that you could be getting more money coming in from your 10th house of career. So there's money coming in for career. There's new people, there's new acquaintances, there's new friends, there's new social networks. So that's happening for you too. That's very exciting, Sagittarius, indeed. And because you're in a spiritual with Scorpio in the 12th house, you're in a spiritual. This could be new spiritual friends or adding energy healing or spiritual stuff. Or maybe you're getting into a new business where you're a medium or a psychic, or I don't know, like there's so much stuff here because it's all of the, like the new networks, new people. And you're being very spiritual right now too, all right, for at least until November 22nd as well. So that could be going on for some of you Sagittarians. We'd have to look closer at your chart though, because everybody's different. Come see me for a reading. Now, we do have Mercury moving into Scorpio on November 18th, though, so you will start to feel tired and mentally stressed if you haven't been taking care of yourself. But if you followed the recommendations and you are doing well, especially when it comes to what you're eating, and the mental health and stress and having fun can help too, and being surrounded by people you like in the 11th house, right? Then you'll be okay. You'll be okay once November 18th comes around, because you're really in lots of this 12th house of the spiritual too. You know, it could be like if you own your own business, it's a good time to host a retreat in November, or to for you to go on a retreat in November, Sag, as well. um what else? The 12th house can also mean like online sources of money, like creating passive income streams, and like creating courses and bundles and things like that. If you own your own business, like you're a consultant, like me, for example, online, I'm a spiritual consultant online. I've got lots of passive income streams, and that's often in the 12th house as well. It could be a good time for you to work on something like that. Okay, and getting, you know, a new audience maybe, and you're working on a new niche maybe, and that can be for those who have their own consulting business. Okay, Sag, let's move on. Now, I like to look at Jupiter for you, because in traditional astrology, which I do, whole house traditional astrology, Jupiter is your ruling planet. So what's Jupiter doing? Well, it's having fun. It's having a heyday in Cancer right now until next summer. And so Jupiter is very favorable for everybody because it loves being in Cancer. But for you in particular, this is hitting your eighth house of your other money and your finances, and bringing expansion and good luck in your other money. This could be like getting a really good pension from, or RRSP matching. If you live in Canada, your boss is going to RRSP match you or something like that. There's this other money, right? Government and future money, and that. But it can also be looking at your investments, your cryptocurrency, your stock market, your gold bricks that you have in that you're buying. Hopefully, you're buying, or silver if you can't afford gold, but you should be buying some of that right now, by the way. But that's in your eighth house, right? That other money. And it could be a good time to, Jupiter would like you to work on the will for the future. If your will, if you don't have a will or something like that for when you pass away, like if you have children and stuff. So things like that in the eighth house. And it can also be a really sexy time for some of you Sagittarians in the eighth house too, because that's very intimate, if you know what I mean. And so Jupiter's bringing some benevolence and some good luck there in your eighth house too. So you can enjoy learning how to be more intimate with people. And it doesn't have to just be sexually, it can be like just being intimate, sharing more of yourself, right? Sharing more of your inner self that you're scared to share. And that's going to be good for your Sagittarius to do, especially if you do have an online business, because they want to know more about the real you, what happens behind the scenes, and you know what I mean, stuff like that. So Sag, that's just some points I'd like to make there. All right. Well, Sagittarius, we're going to pull some cards. These are our cards, the Power of Eight, Chakra Oracle, and Chakra Lenormand. We're going to pull these cards. They do come as a set, by the way, on my website, www.themoontree.org, if you're interested. Okay, and so let's pull some of the blue Lenormand Power of Eight. We'll knock 3 times for you, Sag. And for Sagittarius in November, look at that. The Star card. Your hopes, dreams, aspirations. So I do think that things are really going to fly for you when Mars hits Sagittarius on November 5th. This is a good time to think about your hopes and dreams and goals for the future right now. As you're in the 12th house, it's a very inner you house. It's a very retreat and looking really deep within yourself. What are your hopes and dreams? What is going to make you happy? What makes your life feel like a success or feel like it's aligned or feel good? What is that to you? Start to put that picture together in your mind, right? And you have the ability to get it. You have the ability to achieve it, and you have lots of luck on your side, especially with that Jupiter in your eighth house of transformation. And there's a lot of how do you say, potential for you. You just got to reach for the stars. But first, we got to know what kind of stars are you reaching for, right? Maybe that's just a case. What is it that makes you happy, and what does that look like? What does success look like to you? What do like putting in, if you're not feeling happy in life, why is that? Right, Sag? Because you're supposed to be happy. You're Sagittarius, run by Jupiter, holly jolly planet of Jupiter. Sagittarius loves to explore, loves to learn, and maybe it's just a case of you need to get out and travel. Okay, Sag, it might be a case of you just need to go on a trip and get during this 12th house. Uh, that you're being activated, right? Go on a trip away, have some fun, have a relaxed moment, think about your hopes and dreams, and then when you get back, go for them. Okay, so that looks good indeed. Now, oh, this came out too. I didn't see this one. You've got a message coming as well. The letter message coming to you as well. Um, that could be a new job, or it could be something good when it comes to your health, maybe, or something, because this would be together. You're getting a good message. So this could be a career message. Let's say you were applying for a job. Okay, you're getting a nice letter of recommendation, which will help you during the interview, or you're getting that yes, it's your job. We don't know exactly what it means yet, but it looks good. I mean, a letter to do with something that you've been hoping, wishing for, and aspiring to. So that looks good, right? Expect some kind of message there from the people. Oh, and look on the bottom, the luck card, very Jupiterian as well for you, Sag. The good luck clover. So there is some good luck coming your way. I do believe you should lean a little more on that Jupiter and Cancer all the time. Whenever you're thinking that life is poopy or whatever, just say, "Oh, never mind. I believe in you, Jupiter. I believe in you, Jupiter." To give me some Jupiter vibes, right? You're lucky, Sag, to have Jupiter as your ruling planet. So let's move on to the Power of Eight Chakra Oracle. Okay. And we'll knock three times as well. And we'll see for Sagittarius in November. What can we know? I take a closer look. Okay, so make sure you take a closer look at all the fine print and take a closer look at what's going on in the body and take a closer look at what's going to make you happy with that star card and hopes and dreams and taking a closer look at what that might feel like. Okay, so just taking more of a look because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. They are kind of above up here, seeing the forest for the trees, very up here level, but now we're asking you to come down, 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 down a little bit here during Scorpio season, which likes to get to the middle of the Tootsie Pop, by the way, that energy. So we're asking you to bring it down here and take closer look at things instead of too superficial or too high up here. Does that make sense? I take a closer look. All right, now let's do our guest tarot deck today. This is the Tarot of the Enchanted Soul by Yasmin Westwood. I really love this deck, and we're gonna pull this for for a tarot card for you, Sagittarius. Love this deck. Look at the gold and the nice blue. So pretty. All right, this is for Sagittarius in November. What kind of tarot card? Give us some information, some data for November. Oh, the Four of Swords. This is the one where you're supposed to rest, and you're in the 12th house of supposed to rest, right? I mentioned to you at least until November 21st, right? Because then it'll be your season, Sagittarius. But for now, until November 21st, it is important to take these restful moments to strategize, to recharge, to have a nap, right? This is your permission slip, literally from the cosmos saying, yes, you're in the 12th house. You got the Four of Swords. Don't forget to rest. You could get exhausted with that 6th and 12th house placements with the mental health, exhaustion, stress, right? You got to be careful. You got to rest when you need the rest. And this is a timeout, solitude, relaxation, and thinking and dreaming about what is it that makes you super happy in life, right? And having a nice, peaceful sanctuary to do that in. So that looks good. Isn't it funny how it all matches up? And the swords are often about our thoughts too. So I'm seeing a lot of mental health, like I said at the beginning of this video, Sag. All right. If you like this reading, come see me for more at www.themoontree.org. I'm Trina, your intuitive guide with the chakra vibe, helping you navigate life's energies. And thanks for joining me, Sag. Mwah. I'll see you in the next one.